The No Normies podcast.
Racism.
Trump.
Don't. Stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't
Stop thinking about today. Oh, this is Brad and Jim, by the way.
Let's talk about jobs, dude. I just got done with a really shitty job, and we'll come to that. Let's talk about shit jobs, or just jobs in general. We all had them. We all have jobs. Oh, smart one.
So kind of like a backstory of our work lives.
Backstory of work life, dude. My first job was kind of shitty. I got stiffed on it too. So I was, 13 or 14, and I had to. I got to work on a dude ranch that they had in the hills of San Ramon.
A dude ranch?
Yeah. They just had a bunch of horse stables up there. It's like really way up in the hills.
Hey, dude.
It's a little wild, a little strange. Sorry, dude ranch. Gotcha.
Hey, dude, know your references before you start singing. So, yeah, I attended a horse camp there like a fucking boss that I am. Nerd. And I noticed that they said that they're taking on volunteers, and you get paid in trail rides. You know, you get to go out with a horse at the end of the day, and you get paid. That's your payment.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get paid. So I did a full summer of just basically shoveling horse shit for 9 to 5. They just basically made me just clean out every horse stall and paddock.
How did they get away with that? They didn't have
They didn't. Is that they got away with it in the fact that they kept promising me that get done so we can go, and then they would go out on the trail ride, and I would be just shaking off all the shit.
So they didn't pay you, they didn't give you any rides.
So by the end of the summer, I told my dad, and he was fucking livid because he was a manager, and he knows. Of course, your kid gets stiffed out of anything. So he marched down there, and I was right behind him, just begging him, don't. They're all cool. They're all really cool guys, and I know they didn't mean it.
Yeah, please don't hit anyone.
He walks into the front office, slams the door open, and just demands like, "You pay my kid in a trail ride." And thinking back, that is the weirdest fucking exclamation. Just like, you got to pay my kid in horsey rides. But that's what I was stiffed on. I would just come home smelling like horse shit all day, just thinking like, one day I'll get that trail ride. I didn't get a trail ride.
One day I'll ride Buttercup.
But it was delicious to see my dad go down there and yell at them, and all the cowboys just hang their head in shame, knowing that they fucked me over. Can I ride Mohican? I just want to ride him.
Get out of here, kid.
Okay.
I said get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Yeehaw! Run away, folks. Wee! See you, wee!
What was your first job?
I have a really bad memory. I feel like something tragic happened to me. I'm just blocking everything out of my head.
I'm sure it did.
My first job that I can remember is my dad pulled some strings, and I got to work at an art gallery in our town, our small, kind of crappy town city. I come from a really weird area.
Which is in Massachusetts.
Pilgrims. Yeah, boy. But when I worked for this guy who he was a very popular local artist. He was known for doing a lot of the murals in our town on the buildings and stuff. And I think my dad knew him because he painted this really cool Greek-like mural in the back of my dad's company, his building that he rented out. Mm-hmm. And I was the guy who was the janitor, but I was also the guy who took care of his personal stuff.
So you were just like his basically
assistant,
go-to
his bitch.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but you were his
super young
indentured servant, basically.
He was weird, but like cool weird. Looking back at it's like it just
like Johnny Depp cool weird.
No, like Hunter S. Thompson weird. I just remember the first day there, he didn't really talk to you as much, but he's like, okay, this is what he seemed like he was kind of almost introverted in a sense. Big dude, heavy guy. But amazing painter. He actually lived on top of the gallery. I think he got away with like he basically made a space, he made a bed and everything for himself. So I think when the landlord came around, he hid the bed and hid the kitchen and stuff like that. And he stacked up like paintings to make it look like it was just a storage room.
Could be cool. I mean,
yeah,
probably not.
Does it keep going back to the thought that was a young kid hanging out with this guy? Yeah.
What were you doing with a young? Okay,
I was trying to. Well, you know, I was always into art. I was.
I'm sure your dad had good intentions.
He totally did. They were good friends.
All right, I'm gonna take your son up to my loft.
You're like, would you fuck me? Fuck me so good. Yeah, I learned a lot from the guy about like how to run and upkeep a gallery space.
He was just quirky though, huh?
Quirky guy. He told me, I remember one of his stories was he when his dog died, he says he took his dog out to like a desert area and he buried the dog carcass underneath some electrical wires because he wanted to bring the dog back to life. And I was like, that's a funny joke. He said in a way which I thought was like, that's funny. And then he laughed this really weird laugh after he said that. And I was like, oh shit, he really did that. He really fucking did that.
Wow. Yeah.
So cool dude. I don't know where he is these days. I hope he's still painting. He was a great painter. But
or running a Frankenstein dog ward,
or just meth.
Yeah.
But what's another job you remember?
Dang. And then let's see. I got to do that. The dude ranch covered in shit every day. Then I moved on to I worked at a Boy Scout of America camp for volunteer.
Wait. Were you a Boy Scout?
No.
But you worked at a Boy Scout.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the story. Basically, one of my friends from high school, his family ran a summer camp for Boy Scouts because they were heavily involved in Boy Scouts. And you wouldn't think looking at this guy because he was super kind of like he wore trench coats back before the trench coat mafia, and he was very like super smart. But also had kind of like an attitude on him, an ego a little bit. But he was a funny guy. Yeah. And I loved his family too. And they was always cool because you could go over to their house and you could basically just do whatever you wanted over there. And so we would just hang out and play video games till like 4 a.m. And so he was like a grade above me. And me and his best friend and him would volunteer for his family's summer camp. Oddly enough, like right next door to the horse stables. So I went from being gypped.
Way, you never escaped.
No, I didn't. I got being gypped for payment on one place and then being gypped for payment on the other place. So I would go there and basically my friend and his family ran it. So he was like in charge of everything. He had the cherry job and got to do what he wanted. And then he had a friend his age too, which is also my friend. They were 2 years above me. But we hung out. Yeah. So those two would be doing the cool stuff. They'd run the grills. They would go and do like handiwork. They would go and run classes. And then I would meet up with them a couple hours later at lunch after doing all the shit jobs, just taking out all the trash and de-hooking hooks at the makeshift stream where we dumped like little minnows in the day so they can go fishing.
De-hooking. Wait, so basically, what do you mean de-hooking? What were you doing?
There was a little pond that they made, a little makeshift pond. It's so shitty now that I'm remembering it. It was just basically basically a tin tub that they put water in with a constantly flowing hose.
Yeah.
And so they would let the kids come in, and these kids were young, or else they would be like, "What's this bullshit?" They would come in and they would fish for an hour. That's an activity. Some of the kids would come and do fishing.
So they came and they fished out this tiny man-made tub.
Yeah, it was just like a little tub that you would get at like you would see at cookouts that they would fill with like beer and so whatnot or just
sure,
it was a tub, yeah. But yeah, it was just a bunch of minnows just swimming back and forth, knowing their doom, and so they would just come down like dip a hook with really no bait on it, and then I'd have to you caught a fish, look at that, and then I'd have to de-hook the fish and then pack it in ice, and they could take it home and show it their shitty parents. So
wait, these minnows all died basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
For no reason, really.
Yes.
And then I would have to go and I think I had to just take out trashes all the time. I had to go and do runs to the store to get other like little tiny like bits and pieces for arts and crafts. I never got to lead arts and crafts, even though I was the only artist at the whole goddamn place. And we weren't paid.
You up inside, isn't
we
it?
weren't paid. Yeah, we were promised a dinner at the end of the summer, and they did.
Oh wait, this is another job where you weren't really paid.
No, and basically I was getting paid to hang out with my friends, quote unquote.
Yeah,
I didn't get to see my friends until the end of the day, and they were all tired from working. Basically, at the end of the summer, it would be full-time job, Monday to Friday for all summer. Yeah, for 3 months, and then at the end of the summer, we would get to go to like Chevy's or Chili's, just like some just a shitty restaurant chain, and we didn't get to choose what we got to eat. We had to choose one or two things because they were super cheap. Yeah, it was the most racketeering thing I've ever seen and ever been a part of. and probably won't again because now I learned my lesson. Two times, fool me once and not pay me in trail rides, shame on me. Fool me twice and not pay me for dealing with these shitty entitled white kids at the.
It would have been great if this second job was like they offered you the same thing. Like, you got a free pony ride after this.
Yeah, it might as well have been. Really.
Why can't I get?
But
a pony
I
ride?
actually got to eat the pony this time, so I felt good. Yeah, so yeah, those are the two volunteer jobs, and that's why I don't volunteer anymore because I've been burned way too much.
That is heinous.
Yeah,
Man, dude. Fuck. It's funny, like, trying to think back. I think after the art gallery, I worked for my dad because he was throwing me a bone because I think I was trying to do that thing where you go to high school, but you can have that dual day of going to work after high school. You ever get one of those where it's kind of like a half day thing, but then you have to go to work?
Yeah.
And so he was nice enough to give me a job at his work. It wasn't anything big. My dad works at an advertising agency, and he needed some help organizing documents that were like 30, 20 years old, just lots of boxes, I just remember. And I had to also make sure to get rid of all the stuff we didn't need. So he brought me there, and I remember I was like, this is going to be cool, working with my dad. It's really awesome. He opened like a door, and it was like just a warehouse of just stacks of like files and boxes. I think someone's skeleton was back there because it's just so fucking old. But yeah, I remember like just really swaying my ass off in this cramped space.
was this during the summer?
During the summer. Yeah, no, during school and then summer. So it continued.
Oh, so you were dead tired from school, and then you would go.
And then I have
work.
to go work there. Yeah, but it was. I mean, it was cool. I was working with my dad, so it wasn't like if he came in, I looked like I was dying. I'd be like, "Can I take a break?"
But this particular task was heinous.
Oh my god! I had to bring it to the. I had to basically stack it up on one of those.
Hand trucks.
Hand trucks. Like I had to stack as much paper as I could, files. Go through them, see if we need them, see if they're in the database, mark them down. If not, I have to take them all the way to the elevator. I had to bring down the elevator. I had to bring down the stairs. I had to bring it outside. And I had to find like the dumpster. And eventually, I remember like a week went by and they didn't empty the dumpster out yet. So all you can see is this. It looks like 50 trees were shoved into that dumpster. Like, it's such a waste of paper. Oh my god. Your father hung out with a lot of ladies. Never tell your mother. No, that never happened.
Yeah, it did.
But I know this isn't a shitty job, but something that popped in my head is I got to work an amazing job.
Go ahead.
Totally against the whole thing. I know I'm trying to think of like shitty things. I'm telling you, I'm
No,
probably blocking.
I'll bring you down again. So go ahead.
Good, please. So there's I live near a little town called Lenox, Massachusetts, and it
Founded
has
by Annie Lennox.
Annie Lennox. So this place was fucking awesome. It was a music hall in Lenox called Tanglewood. It's world renowned, supposedly. I think it is. It's pretty cool.
I told you when you told me that. It sounded
you're
like
Tangle.
It sounded like a furry place where furries would go and like fuck each other. Well,
Wait a minute. It was really cool because I worked there every summer until college, so I was still in high school. And my best friend got me the job.
you said it was a music place?
It was a music hall, so it's basically a state, like a theater, but outside, and it has like nothing but wood, so it echoes. It's a huge.
Oh, it's an amphitheater?
Yes, it's kind of like that. A lot of property, different sets, different stages around the property.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of trees. I think there was even a grass maze, which was awesome.
Oh, fancy.
Super cool. A lot of hoity-toity New Yorkers come there for the events.
Oh,
And they're always sold out, and they're always crazy. But it was awesome because I got to go there. I got to hang out with my best friend and his friends. We didn't get to go to the same high schools. I remember we in middle school there was I always had to jump around during whenever I had to go up a grade. I had to move around because every school had construction work. Our city was trying to fix all these places, so we kept getting pushed to other schools. And so I basically met everyone in Pittsfield because I had to go to every single different school in Pittsfield.
you weren't an army brat. You weren't changing homes. Your town sucked.
We're not good with money. We're not micromanaging money. We're not good at that.
All right, kids, we're going over to this district now because the other one is on fire.
Who's gone to kindergarten? You want to go again? No, it was. We had to share schools with like different grades and different people, and it's just like I think my town, we know each other so well, different people, is because we all had to be in the same like school at least once.
Your town is a Bruce Springsteen song.
It really is.
Wow. It's all coming together,
It's all
Jim.
coming together. It's all making sense.
Okay, back to the music.
Back to the music hall.
Yeah.
So I get to hang out with my best friend, and I get to listen to classical music like every night. And my job was I was a wheelchair attendant, so I had to push.
Oh no.
I had to push a lot of elderly people, a lot of people who had like sprained legs or some had like an operation on their foot or just had bad hearts.
You had to watch The Week.
The weak, listen to music.
Yeah.
Oh, the weak.
I'd imagine there would be one or two that you did not like to push around.
Well, so basically we had
Give me something.
We had codes.
You had Coke?
We had codes.
Oh. You got any Coke right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Anyways,
You did it all.
those are my records.
All right.
We had a code for, so there'd be people who were normal size.
Sure.
And then you had people who needed wheelchairs that were designed to hold more. A lot more.
They were fat, Jim. You can say it.
They're fat.
I'm one of them. That's my word.
Hi, people. And we had, I think, if I remember, it was like we called it. We need a double or something like that. I forget the. I think
That's not that subtle of a code.
We need a double, or we need like a.
We got a fat ass over here.
We have what's the word? But we said to each other, like very nonchalantly, we'd say it to each other. Those ones would kill my back because
You have a lot of hills over there?
Tanglewood did not pave their walkways.
Oh no, it's all gravel.
Gravel. And so we have these like 1930s wheelchairs. and
You didn't even have like alternating wheels on those things?
No. You basically like I got a lot of exercise, but like it killed my fucking ankles and like my back.
Yeah,
and, like,
dude.
Sweating my ass off. And you have these people who, are like, I need to get there on time. We're missing the bell. There'd be a bell to get everyone to get to their places. So I'm pushing these people. And I remember one time this woman was complaining about not getting to her spa on time. And I just want to be like, well, if I could levitate, I'd pick your ass up and I'd put you in that spot right now. But I can't, can I?
If you put the fork
Cheryl.
down 12 years ago, then maybe
was
it
the
would be
worst.
waddling
And
faster.
It was basically, you were a salesman too because you were definitely trying to get a tip. Because sometimes
Oh, no.
These people are coming in from New York City. They're very well off. And so you make chit chat like, oh, how's your family? Blah blah. And I met some cool people, and then once in a while I meet the people who just like take me to my spot. Take me to my spot. Yeah, my God, people just. But it was a cool experience because hang out with friends, free music. I think the Cars played there one time. The Beach Boys played there one time. Really random shit. Random shit would come by.
Oh, did Dave Matthews do a set?
I don't. How did you?
What other
I don't remember.
What other hot white musicians did you get? Moby?
Are you guys a fan of Aha?
Depeche Mode, guys.
Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
The key moment that I remember out of all of it was the composer John Williams plays there like every summer. All the classics, E.T., Star Wars, anything that he worked on, Jaws. And of course, it was just eventually was going to happen. Spielberg came to
His recital.
on my little babies growing up. No, he came and that was really cool. And I remember, I think it was a surprise because we were all at the picnic table and waiting. And then we hear like, and by the way, I want to welcome my friend and director, Spielberg, or, I think he just said Spielberg, and everyone like freaked the fuck out. And I was, I grew up making short films and like knowing that he was there. I'm like, I need to get close. And so I remember one of my, I think I begged someone to trade their person with me because we could do that once in a while. Like you could be like, you pick up, I forgot this person near a tree. That also was a concern that you actually forget people. You have to make a list. I think one time I did forget someone under a tree somewhere. They're probably dead. I don't know. But I forgot some people. But anyways, I remember I had someone that I had to pick up that were a couple rows away from him. It was inside the stage area. There's stage area with chairs, and then there's the woods where people have picnics. But I remember I had to pick up this person, and as soon as the music was over, I think it was like the end of the Imperial March soundtrack, and I remember I was like, I need to get there right now. So I fucking rushed over there. I didn't see him, and then I got my person. I was like, well, I thought he was in like row 48A, and I'm pushing past all these people, and the people are getting up, and there's a crowd of people, and I try to swivel around the crowd of people.
With the person in the wheelchair?
With the person in the wheelchair, not really giving a fuck what they were saying, because I was like, I need to see this guy at least. I need to like say hello or say thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm going around these people, and I ran over someone's toe. It was Spielberg's toe.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm blacklisting this little 13-year-old
Yeah,
fucker.
I think I said sorry, and then I kind of like on my peripherals I was like, that's a Spielberg.
Yeah, of
that's
course.
a Spielberg. I see the beard, I see his glasses. That's a Spielberg. And I ran over his big toe. So you're welcome, Spielberg.
Your claim to fame is that you almost maimed one of our best directors.
Yeah, well, Seabiscuit, he had it coming. Anyways, what were?
Oh man. Oh. So I just got done with a stint at a grocery store, and I was doing that for about 5 years, and I got the luck of doing the art there, and it was a pretty cool job. I mean, it was nice. I'd go in the back and listen to podcasts and music and do the art for like 8 hours a day, and only have to come up and do register once or twice. But god damn it, did that job fuel my hatred for the elderly? Jesus Christ. I mean, listen, I love my grandma. I loved my grandma.
Graham.
She's dead. I don't love her anymore. But I mean, I can appreciate, you know, an older person, but the entitlement, maybe it's just because they were rich in a like kind of a wealthy area, but god damn it, they just came in and just had just the most annoying presence and the most okay, I'll give you one time a lady came up to me who was a little older, had a little blue streaks in the hair, and she wanted honey from the honey tree. Exact quote. So
Wait, honey from the honey tree?
Yes, sir. Honey from the honey tree.
Is that like an organic thing?
Oh, no. I went down all my ideas, just like, what the fuck does she mean? Bees make honey, lady.
A stroke? What's happening?
Oh, no.
Right
dead face looking right at me. And so I take her to the aisle. I said, okay, well, we got these, and we got these. And this is from, I mean, honey is made from bees. I mean, she's like, no, it is from the honey tree. Just completely not budging. Wouldn't be like, you know, it would be excusable if it was like, yeah, you know, I think it's from a honey tree. Not for nothing, but, you know, I think I know what I'm talking about.
From a honey tree.
Yeah. So I basically after like 20 minutes of explaining just like between the difference of agave and different organic florals, I'm just like, okay, I just grabbed a honey bear off the shelf and I'm like, this is the one. There you go. And she goes, thank you, and walks away, and I just go, fuck you. And the amount of times that I would walk down, because my art room was right next to the bathrooms. Fun times. I would know when someone would come in. This one guy kept coming in, and he would just close. He would come in like every Thursday or Friday, and he was a loud guy, a loud personality, obnoxious, thinks he's funny, of course.
Let me ask you one thing. Did he whistle?
No.
Oh,
if he did, that would put me over the fucking edge. Because I hate many people cannot whistle. Nobody can whistle correctly, really. So he would come in and he would just be like, oh, he'd get like 5 or 6 samples at the sample station and just turn around and go through the bathrooms. And I'd hear him come, and he would close the door, and it would just be, God damn it! And I'm not making this up. It's cartoonish.
What? Wait. Sorry. What? He was doing this in the bathroom. What was he doing? Like,
yeah. He was straining to take a shit.
Oh, my God.
And it would get to the point where, I mean, he would be in there for a while, and people would be waiting outside the bathroom, and these bathrooms are just like, they're made of rice paper. You can hear everything. Did
he wear like, I imagine this guy wearing like a crown, have a staff, and he's like, oh, notice me!
No. This guy was just like, he had maybe a sweat, like one of those undershirts on, and shorts, and just, he was kind of spilling out of the top of his shorts with his muffin top, and just hardly any hair on, a big red nose, just like fucking ridiculous. And so I would peek my head over the side, and you could see just down the hallway, and it would just be, God damn it! And he would come out, and I don't know how to explain. I can't. It's too easy to make the joke, but I mean, holy shit! I mean, get something green in your system, dude. Anything. I mean, just put a piece of lettuce on that T-bone steak you're eating.
I think it'd be funny if you just later found out he was trying to open up jars.
Yeah, really. It was just like really had a hard time. He can't open this can.
Why can't I open this one can? I love pickles, but it just says I can't open it. These fucking hands.
Oh, another time, an older lady, you see a pattern here. We had 3 retirement communities being bussed in every day. Oh, so if one retirement community was done, they would just go out the other door, go out the outside door, and in for the front comes a new batch of The Walking Dead. And so this one time, a lady cornered me in the frozen aisle, and she said, "I want
my grandson."
Oh yeah, luckily I didn't get those. I've heard about them though.
Yep.
She demands that she wants the grass-fed salmon.
Ooh.
You know, that special salmon that defies logic and natural order and eats grass instead of, you know, fish food or something. But I had already dealt with a couple entitled fucks and thinking they know what they're talking about. So I just took her down to the aisle. I picked out the most expensive salmon. I said, this one. And she said, thank you so much. I said, no problem. Smiled and turned around and walked right the fuck away. Because eventually, listen, the public doesn't know what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to say, here it is. Goodbye. And I got very good at that. Very good at that. If anything that job taught me is how to bullshit very quickly and easily and get out of a situation.
Oh man, totally. You just triggered a memory. I worked at Blick Art Supplies.
Oh yeah.
I worked at Blick. Forgot about that. Completely. I fucking blocked that out.
That was during college, right?
During college a little bit. I think during and after. I remember. I can't. Maybe after.
And that one's across from our art college, right?
Yeah, we that kind of it sucked kind of mainly for that reason too, is because you want to feel like you're getting away from your college, and then all of a sudden you look over and you see all these kids who had the same dreams and hopes you did in your eyes, and they come skipping in like, my parents are buying this for me and everything's great. I don't fucking get out of my apartment.
You just want to break all their colored pencils in front of them.
Do you have this thing on the list, my teacher? Like, basically, those are the people that used to come in. And we also got a lot of students with steal shit, too. But usually we would get older folks, like the folks you deal with, that would come in. And I remember this one woman was looking for an acrylic blue. It had, like, a certain brand name to it. And I checked, and I came back out after checking the stock, the back room, and came back. I'm like, sorry, man, we don't have this blue you're looking for. And she gave me the shittiest. She just stared at me with a frown on her face. She looked angry, and I gave basically I gave her a big-eyed, what do you want me to do look back at her.
Yeah.
And I was like, we don't have. Do you want to? We can put it on the waiting list and stuff. And she's like, this is unacceptable, and she got super super high on her horse about
that
this.
you don't have this blue. This super.
I was like, well, let me call. By the way, I got fired from this Blick, so you'll figure out why. I said to her, like, let me put that in. Let me find out from the other shop, because there's another Blick in Berkeley, the next area town over. And I go up to the phone. I take the phone off the hook, and I kind of look over in the aisle where she is, and I look like I'm dialing the numbers, and I just put the phone. I just stand there to take some breaths of air because I need air to breathe. I was like, okay, and put the phone back, and then walk over and go, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I mean, we didn't. I checked the Berkeley. I don't think Berkeley has it. And sometimes when people did piss me off, I tell them to go to that store and they wouldn't have it.
Nice.
I gave them a false name.
Perfect.
Because I didn't like that fucking place at all.
Yeah, I did that to my store
Shit
too.
job.
Yeah.
Shit job.
Yeah. Well, didn't you have like a customer come in one time, like the glitter guy?
Yes. So yes, Brad just reminded me. So there's another amazing thing that happened at this.
He told me this a couple years ago, and I did not believe it. I really wish I'd seen it.
Yeah, Glitterbug
was his name.
His name was Glitterbug.
Sure.
Glitterbug was a homeless man who, I think
you're kidding.
He was a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
He would come in and he would spend all the money he got the day on glitter. And what he would do is he would pick some like blues and greens and yellows and really shiny shit. He would take the whole thing. He'd say, "Thank you very much," and you'd be like, "Anytime, Glitterbug." And like, you cool, thanks for coming in. And he'd walk out, and then we'd have a countdown. We'd be like, okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then by 1 he turns. He's in the middle of the street, walking to the other side of the street, and he just dumps all of it on his fucking head, and he starts rubbing it in his hair, on his face, on his chest. This dude was the new Bowie for the second. He just he became Bowie, and he would just he would skip. He would start skipping around,
skipping towards the spiders from Mars. Huh? Jesus Christ! How tall was this guy? Like,
he
what
was
did he
a
look
big
like?
dude. He was I want to say 6'5", black guy. He's just like this crazy dreadlocks, super nice guy.
Yeah.
But he was just on another level. Like, it's like, man, whatever. I'll have what he's having. Yeah. Meth.
I'm in my own crazy world, and you guys are just ancillary characters. Yeah.
Basically.
Wow.
It was pretty fucking cool.
See, we didn't get those on my side, because my side of the Bay Area was all rich, hoity-toity, because they were inner past the Caldecott. They were in like Jim is over on the outside of the bay where all the artsy people are, so that you get crazy and interesting.
You get a mix of cool sometimes, yeah.
And I get all the uptight soccer mom, just complete assholes, really. And then the elderly who used to be those people, and now they're just assholes. My God, it just infuriated me, the level of just arrogance and I know more than you, and I'm gonna make you do what I say. And it's just, I found a way to mess with them and kill them with kindness and just play games with them, and just in the way, it made my job that much easier to deal with.
Yeah, it's all about understanding how to do that human interaction, you know?
Yeah. If you're not doing your dream job, you're just wasting away at just this hump of a job that you have to go just working for the weekend, man.
I forgot to mention this, but I also, before Blick, I worked at a CVS. And that was...
Oh, CVS in Oakland? That must have been so nice.
that was scraping the bottom, man. That was scraping the bottom of the barrel. I remember I think I worked there for maybe just like 2 months or something, or 3 months. They didn't have chairs or a table in the kitchen area, so you had to stand for your lunch.
What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty fucked up. It was just very... You need key cards for every door because there's a lot of thieves that will come in and steal shit. The turning point was this elderly dude, old people. This guy came up to me and he was asking about this bread that he got a bunch of this bread which he thought was on sale, so it was really, really cheap, he thought. And I told him, this was just bread. This was just fucking... It wasn't even cinnamon twirl. It wasn't anything special.
I don't think it's even bread.
It was cheap bread. He thought it was for sale. I told him I'll check. I scanned it. It didn't come up as having any kind of sale on it. Mm-hmm. And this guy got so angry that he took his cane and he swiped at my head. He tried to hit me in the face with his cane.
Wow.
And I was literally like, he did that, and I think I took the bread and like threw it at his torso. I was like, I put my hands up and I just walked away from the front register. And I go, I'm done.
That's how you quit?
I'm done. Yeah, I was like, I'm done.
See, that makes me super proud of you, because I wish I did that with my job just now.
It was like a half-baked moment.
Yeah. Fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I'm out. Yeah.
Felt like it, yeah. And so after that, I just realized I need to get my shit together and shoot for the stars.
Yeah, and damn it, I'll give you credit, man. You do make it work, and you've been doing... How long has it been since you had a real job?
So
let me rephrase that.
Yeah, no.
How long has it been since you had a sad, depressing job?
So luckily, here's some current stuff that to know about me. I have been the TV film industry for over 6 years now, 7 years, 7 or 8. I might be coming to my 8th year now.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm a director for commercials once in a while. I'm a storyboard artist for a lot of commercials and a lot of short films. I'm a video editor. I've been around, and I'm fucking still going, hopefully.
Yeah, you've had some impressive clients, yeah. And I've been on some of your shoots, and you are super professional and really well done. And
thanks, man. Yeah, and
I love the shorts that you wear on that. It's just so tie and tight. It's great.
Thanks, man. Well, Brad's been fucking... He's awesome, because when I used to run a production company, and whenever we need like a really good buy to be there, a good actor,
or someone to have somebody be thrown at
you.
I loved when you kept throwing this one black guy at me, and I would have to like catch him, and we did like 7 or 8 takes of that, and I had to hard quit after that too.
It's cool though that you get in that position where you can actually hire your friends to be part of something.
Oh no, it was awesome.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance, Brad's in a Hilton Worldwide video that should be somewhere on the web, but he plays a thug. It's amazing.
Yeah, I get a guy thrown at me, and God damn it! The last one really felt. I really felt it through those pads.
We have a freeze frame somewhere on the web of you getting like the guy throwing on you.
Yeah,
so good. But yeah, you've been a part of.
That wasn't acting.
Fear, real fear. But yeah. I mean, I'm in the industry doing stuff like that. Brad is a really amazing illustrator and animator. So
I just need to get my shit together. Yeah. I mean, and that comes with this past job that I just quit, and it made me see... I mean, I quit under political reasons. Really, it was just getting bad over there. And
it's bullshit what happened.
It was very bullshit. And, I really... Maybe one day I'll talk about it, but right now it's like I'm only 3 days out, and... I mean, I don't really care about them, and I hope it burns down, but,
to be continued
about that, because I'd love to spill the beans on them. In summation, follow your dreams, kids. And shovel that horse shit. Because eventually, you're going to be able to shovel the horse shit on people that wronged you in the past. Actually, let me change that. Just shovel the horse shit, kids. Because eventually you'll be able to be the one that is shitting. I don't know.
It's a little wild, a little strange to live your life out on the range.
Start your horse and come along, but you can't get it right if you can't hold on.
Ciao.